This trailer definitely wasn't bad. I guess my expectations are right where they should be. Hey, what's up, Nerd fam? It's your boy Kashawn. I want to welcome you to Enter the Nerd. Today we talk about the trailer, or the second trailer, for Ghostbusters Afterlife. Now, I'll start off by saying I'm not the hugest Ghostbusters fan. I definitely like the first and second movie. I didn't watch the recent movie they came out with, and I didn't actually watch the cartoon series. I was aware of it, but I wasn't really interested in it like that. So, which happens to be fine, because apparently this movie is a direct sequel to those two movies. So, good. So, that's our source, so to say, right? So, looking at this, we see the trailer that these two young kids, one with the glasses, one without, dude from Stranger Things, I'm forgetting his name. I'm sure my editor will put it right there. They're both the grandsons of Egon, one of the original members of the Ghostbusters, and they left them a house in the middle of nowhere, pretty much, that happens to have the proton packs and the big car and all that stuff like that, right? Got it, right? Okay, so we have a premise, but now we should have figured out why. And apparently, their mom's a single mother and they got evicted from their house. So they're down on their luck as well. So that's it. And they meet Paul Rudd, who's a teacher who apparently is going to help them along the way. And everything else will just be left to figure out, which is fine, right? Apparently, somebody upgraded this car. Because I don't think it was Egon that gave them a turret going outside. Because obviously, the late Harold Ramis is no longer with us, which is why he's only going to be in this movie in terms of just, old clips from the past. So what does this movie have to really accomplish based off of the trailer that I'm seeing here? Just make a proper connection to what's happening in the first and second movies. It cannot act like those events didn't exist, and probably explain as to why the Ghostbusters aren't more prominent, because apparently, people have forgotten about them, which seems very hard, especially when they fought this giant Stay Puft Marshmallow Man and then had to fight this painting demon spirit guy with the Statue of Liberty, right? Seems very hard, and how they would fade into obscurity, and were there no more threats after that? Were ghosts just not a thing? These are things that they're gonna have to explain. Which, once again, the person who's making this is Jason Reitman. That's the son of Ivan Reitman. So now this person does have a stake in this, because that was their father's legacy. So I like that. And plus, as you can see in the second trailer, they are clearly making a lot of cameos. A lot of people from the receptionist that they had in the beginning is there. Obviously, you're hearing Dan Aykroyd's character pick up the phone and say, we're closed. Obviously, they're saying that Bill Murray's character is going to be there, and also Ernie Hudson's character is going to be there, Winston. They're going to all be there at some point. So they're making the proper connections. That's good. And I'm actually expecting something entertaining. I'm just hoping they can just bridge that gap and and do it properly. And it's been 30 years. There's 30 years between this and the last movie. So honestly, a lot could have happened. So that does give them quite a bit of flexibility. But you also don't want to act like things just didn't happen in the first and second. But what's good about it is that those films, they had a ton of lore where you have to kind of pick and choose. It is what it is. And that's kind of what's refreshing about this film, is that we can kind of enjoy it and just let us take us on a ride, as long as, like I said, it stays true to the concepts of the first and second. And I like the young actors they've chosen for this. It seems rather organic. Obviously, the ghosts are a little goofy and funny looking, but they always have been. They haven't just really been super scary. Some of them were scarier than others, right? Especially in that scene in the courthouse where they show I think it was the second movie, where a whole bunch of them, they show the people who were executed in the courthouse and had the ghost floating. Some of those were kind of strange. I'm guessing they'll probably do certain animation like that, but obviously with more updated VFX. So I am very interested in seeing what ghosts they choose. I'm very interested in seeing, because apparently the town had a renowned occultist in it, which is where they have this whole underground cavern, which is what you see inside of the film and the trailer. So yeah, I am actually looking forward to this. I am. It's not top of my list. I've been waiting all year for this, but I'm excited because it does not have tons of source material to rely on. It's kind of a straight line, albeit 30 years apart from it, but it should be successful because it's filled with a whole bunch of people who actually care about the project. Let me know what you think. Are you a Ghostbusters fan? What are you expecting from it? Let's talk about it below. Enter the Nerd.